and welcome back to another Friday reviews, Friday film review. Yes, that's right, it is Friday reviews, and today I'm going to be talking about Crimson Peak, which came out on Monday. Now, I don't think this review will be too long because I don't really know exactly what I want to say. I watched this movie last night, so I watched it on Thursday night, and I've actually been really looking forward to seeing the movie. I mean, it's got Tom Hiddleston in it, it's got Mia, I can't pronounce her name, and it's directed by the great director whose name I cannot also pronounce, so I'm not going to. I think I can, but I don't want to get things wrong. It's kind of never good. But so I was excited about this one. I'd seen previews for it. I mean, like on the TV, adverts and stuff, and I'd always been like, oh, that looks really good. Looks really gothic and dark and interesting, and I had heard that it wouldn't really be classed as a horror, so I didn't go into it thinking that it was going to be scares and stuff, which it definitely wasn't. It definitely really isn't a horror movie. It's not really particularly scary. It's eerie, and it does have some kind of creepy moments, but it's not really scary. Now, this is such a hard one to review because I don't even know really what I want to say. I basically finished the movie feeling disappointed, and like it had potential that it didn't achieve. I thought the house itself was brilliant. It looked fantastic. Visually, this movie was brilliant. The acting was great. Some of the characters were great. It was maybe the plot. The plot just felt kind of so flat, and some parts of the movie I felt like I was getting a little bit bored because overall, from about halfway through, I knew the outcome. It was just such a predictable, stereotypical plot, I personally felt. I just kind of was like, okay, hoping that we kind of get to the point. And when the twist, I suppose you'd say, did happen, I already knew it was going to happen. I knew ahead of time. This is just the little one. It's kind of like a little thing. And I already knew. I was like, oh yeah, well, I guessed that ages ago when you kind of hinted at it. It felt very obvious and very plain, and that was so disappointing for how spectacular the house that it was set around in. I just kind of left the movie feeling very disappointed, but it did have its good perks, so I don't really know what to give it. After finishing the film, I did give it 3.5. I felt like I kind of maybe was being a bit generous. Like, I wanted to like it, so I kind of felt like I was like, okay, well, the sets were great, visually it was great, the atmosphere I feel like could have been more eerie. They really kind of showed you all, I feel. I can't really explain without giving too much away. I felt like they really showed you too much. They didn't really keep you in the mystery somehow. I just didn't feel any mystery or suspense or kind of, I don't know, the atmosphere just wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, and that I feel like was the most let down part. But visually, like I say, it was great. The characters I found very interesting, and there's definitely some interesting characters. And when this movie started out, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna really enjoy this. And then it started to kind of get into it. I just was like, So, I don't know if I'd give it 3 or 3.5, and I feel like, I am being generous with it, but I wanted it to be really good, so I'm really sad. I don't know what to say. I presume some people will enjoy this, and it definitely is more of a romance, kind of like a gothic-y romance, and I don't know, I really don't know with this one. I was disappointed and let down. I wanted more of a atmosphere and kind of more mystery and more kind of, I don't know, there was something missing from the movie, and I just felt like it gave it me all on a plate, and it kind of treated me as if I wasn't smart enough to figure some things out along the way, or it kind of just kept giving me things, and I was like, oh no, I don't want to be able to figure things out that easily. Like, there were so many things that I just was like, oh, I guess that. And I'm not usually one for figuring things out in movies, so I don't know whether maybe this movie I just somehow had it down, other people might not figure it out, but overall I did feel a little bit let down by this one, so I'd say probably not pick it up straight away. Give it a watch, when it's on Netflix, or give it a rent, or, but yeah, I don't know, I'm sad. I wanted to like it. I don't really know what to say. I know this review's not like a proper review, I feel, because it's more of my just random thoughts of kind of disappointment, but still the beauty of the film is there. It just doesn't, the storyline I feel like didn't bring it together. I don't know, but you guys let me know down in the comments below if you enjoyed this movie. What are your thoughts on it? Do you have like a different take? Should I watch it again with now having this in mind and look at it in a different light? Maybe it's just how I watched it, I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below. Thumbs up though if you enjoy Friday reviews, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then. Goodbye!